And start. Hello everyone, welcome back to a Cypher setup, guys. Today we're going to do Haven, and we're going to start with a site. First, you're going to come into the site. You're going to place one of your cams right there. Season and main. Here's the full site. Next, you're going to just place a normal trip to. You're just going to place a trip. Not a normal trip. You're just going to place a trip here. My bad. I forgot there for a second. There's a trip there to guard you on A, because you're going to be playing front of short this round. Soon as the barrier drop, you're going to throw a cage there. You're going to have you're going to throw a wire there. You're going to have a cage here. And you can see them running up into A, and if they start running up that way, you can throw another cage here. Kill them if they hit that. And if they come up short, you have that already, and they won't expect that because that is past the barrier drop. Alright, for the next setup, you are going to place a tripwire over here that will watch your sewer, because you're going to be playing main this round. You're going to throw a cage before the barrier drops, then as soon as the barrier drops, you're going to throw a trip here, and then to distract them if they saw that, then you're going to throw this cam, so then they're distracted by the cam. So then if they run up, they won't expect that trip, and you'll be able to get a nice easy pick off that, and you could see early access if they're coming to A or not for easy rotates. For easier rotates. And if they're coming up short, you can back out, throw a cage to let you get off the angle, and then get a kill short as well. Now for the final setup for a site on Haven is if you are going against a really aggressive team and they like to push deep into site and take CT control, or even just push fast just to clear the whole site, you can place your trips here and here, as you can see here. You can also just immediately place this cam again to watch them flood in and make sure they're flooding in, or you can place the one past the barrier we saw on the last setup. So then after that, you can play CT, have your cage here, and as they push on, get a kill, and then wait for your team to do a nice retake. Or it could be even good for retake because they don't want to take back site because of those trips. Or they didn't take back site, so it's easier to retake that way. Or you could even play it from heaven, so they smoke heaven. You can jump on top of here and or you can wall bang, because they're wall bangable. Wall bang there, wall bang there. It's very good for Odin if you want to just stuff like that. It's a very good play for that, and it's just mainly for if it's a very aggressive team, or if you want to do more retakes. Alright, now it's time for B-site setups on Haven. First, we're going to start with a simple setup on B, where you're just going to place a trip here and a trip here. And then as soon as the barrier drops, place your cam there. Go to control of grass and window. You can play here with your cage to blow off that trip. You can also play there with your cage. Alright, for the next setup, you're going to place your trip, if it wants to work, there. And then, again, your trip here. And you want to play over on this side. You're going to have a cage there. Then you're going to want to come all the way over here, up onto this little wood plank. Place your cam all the way up there to have good window control, which is, you have less control of mid, but it's harder to spot, and it's very easy to just see window from there. Then you can play off here. And with your cage there, you can peek out, kill that from that trip and this trip. It's just another setup you can do. It's not really a successor or anything truly different from the first one. Alright, now for C-site setups. First, we're going to start with a very simple C-site setup, where we're just going to place a trip here, trip from here, your cam here. I'm gonna run right over here. Place your cage right there. And you want to tuck in as close as you can to this wall so they don't see you from garage. Then you'll have a cam that can see main and garage. And then you can place, you can pop this cage to get some easy picks on anybody that hits your trips here. Okay, for the next setup, you're going to place a trip here. And then you're going to line up with this little crack in the ground here. And then just look up at this little pipe thing. Trust me, this works with the barrier on as well, so you can do it pre-round. And then you'll come over here, place a nice trip there, and then your cam there. So you can see into main and the garage with the cam. You can pop this cage into garage and main. Even though you have a trip there, you can still see it. Still nice to have. You can even pop this cage. So if somebody's running up, you pop this cage. You want to play on the right side, of course, and then you can even see a little bit into cubby and deep as well. Yeah, that's the one-way setup for this site. Okay, for the next setup on C is you're going to place a trip here. And a trip from this little pot there to there. And then you can place your cam garage, and then you'll have, in case the enemy team is extremely aggressive, you'll have backside control promised as long as they don't get past your trips. You can get a kill there, get a kill there. Yes, you can even let them go for the plant, and you can even let them have the plant, but they won't have backside control, which will make retake so much easier. And you can even play logs from this angle, because you can get a kill from here, get a kill from there, and you have a cam that can see a little bit into grass and all of garage, just securing C even more. And for the next setup, it's going to be a garage play. So you're going to place your trip here as soon as you start the round, or as soon as you start the buy phase. Place the trip nicely there. And then as soon as the barrier drops, trip there, cam there. So you have all of grass control. You can see a little bit in the window, all of mid. And then you also just have this nice little sneaky trip on garage. So if they push up into garage, you have a nice little play there. And you can see if they're going to be pushing into garage at all. And you have this trip here just to make sure they don't walk through on C and shoot you in the back, because now you'll be aware of it in case they're coming at you. Yeah, those are the setups for all of Haven. Not all the setups, those are all my personal favorite setups and the setup that I've created for this video. Yeah, I hope you're able to use them and get plenty of kills and gain some RR, get those rank ups. Thanks for watching. And tune in for the next setup guide. Bye.